Hey, thank you very much to the Global Landscapes Forum for having us. And in the spirit of uncomfortable transitions, I'm going to be introducing our product, plant-based meat. It's the Impossible Burger, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why this is important in the context of climate. And then we're going to kick it over to our chef to talk about what the heck it is you're about to be eating at lunch. So I'll keep this tight. I know we're hungry. I know that I get crabby when I'm hungry, so we're going to try to move through this pretty quick. But I want to introduce this by saying we're talking about the Amazon, and we're talking about it burning down. We're talking about land use and restoration, so let's talk about tactics. About 30% of the ice-free surface of the planet is used to create livestock. About 50% is grazed. So restoration is incredibly important. What we're talking about is incredibly important. But when we're talking about a 70% increase in meat consumption over the next 20 years, it makes sense for us to also talk about ways that we can contain the expansion of the agricultural land footprint. There's really not that much room for it to grow. So if you're feeding new demand, we have to find ways to do that more efficiently. One of those ways, a really powerful tool for that, is plant-based diets. It's hard to change consumer behavior, though. So this is where Impossible Foods, our business model, comes in. The entire purpose of this company, founded by Dr. Pat Brown, faculty at Stanford until he went into food, is to address climate change, is to address biodiversity loss and water scarcity, not just us as an industry, as an entire food industry, figuring out how we can scale this system. So there's many approaches to this clearly, but it's important that we think about novel solutions. What you're about to eat, hopefully at lunch if you join us, is a product that is plant-based meat. It's a ground beef from plants that uses 90% less emissions, generates 90% less emissions than the alternative. Equally important, it uses about 300 square feet less per pound than the alternative. Now, this is a potential, not just us again, the industry, for capturing carbon in areas that we leave alone, in areas that are not expanded for pasture or not expanded for soy. The Cerrado in Brazil has not been cleared to make tofu. The Amazon is not burning down to make carrots. So let's think about these kind of new solutions. Remember that there are places where carbon can be captured. Let's keep that footprint where it is and also emit less greenhouse gases while we're at it, while we're creating this food system. So Jay Michael is going to introduce this and take it from someone who is a former regenerative farmer that this is real good food, and I'll let him talk about what it is.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us. We are excited to prove to you the abilities of our company to create a no-compromises alternative to ground meat proteins in a way that will have you a little bit tricked. We want to provide this so that the most discerning meat-eating palate could take it on and adopt this as a choice. If you want a burger, we want to be able to give you a burger, but the dynamic nature of the product allows us to do much more than just a burger. We initiated this into the market by introducing it as a burger because the Americana attached to a hamburger really lit up the stage for our product. But ultimately, it can be used in any way that you would use any other traditional ground meat protein. So meatballs, meatloaf, lasagna, tacos. As you look at this, it is a new tool in your kitchen in order to provide a no-compromises alternative, and it is just that. We grew from 200 to 5,000 locations serving our product in 2018. We've gone from 5,000 to 17,000 food service locations using our product this year, and it's not over. This past week, we launched retail in over 125 locations from LA to New York. So we really invite you to not only experience it from a consumer standpoint in restaurants, but also take it into your home kitchens and really experience the culinary experience that it has to offer. It is unparalleled as far as the plant-based meat category goes. I've never seen a more dynamic product, and it's why I'm so excited to be a part of this. We will be inviting you to lunch. Today we will showcase you the traditional Impossible Burger in its form, and we also have Italian meatballs made with a arrabbiata, but it's the same base that we're using for each of these. We'll invite you to go out these doors. I'm sorry? Ingredients. Oh, ingredients. Let's talk about that. So as you think about, let's talk about that. Let's get a little bit deeper in. So as you think about meat as muscle tissue, connective tissue, fat, sort of the building blocks for any meat, Soy protein would be the textural component that you will be tasting. The potato protein and cellulose will be the binders or the connective tissue that you will experience in the product. And I will have a live station where you can see it cooked from raw. The white little specks are the coconut fat. It melts at about the same temperature as beef fat, so it responds about the same, speaking to the culinary experience of the product. And heme, short for hemoglobin, heme occurs naturally in all living things, but occurs abundantly in meat. We derive our heme from a specific source of soy like hemoglobin or legumes or nitrogen-fixing plants. We produce this at scale sustainably through a process of fermentation similar to Belgian beer and are able to add to our product in the same abundance as you would find in a meat product. So therefore, we are using similar plant-based ingredients, molecule for molecule exactly the same, but we're delivering this experience through plants in order to achieve the same exact experience, both sensory as well as culinary experience on your plate, to give you this alternative and not make you have to make a different choice for your meal. Thank you so much. Dinner will be out this way.